I would like to capture a design I saw in the magazine provided by Taunton Press, Fine Woodworking, Home Furniture magazine, and the issue is winter 1994 of that magazine, and I'm importing the picture of the front page of that magazine article and bringing it into SketchUp as a matched photo. And I have these perspective bars now that need to be positioned for the red axis and the green axis. There are two perspective bars for each of those red and green axes. So I'm aligning up. I took this picture with an iPhone, took the picture of the magazine, the front cover of the magazine, with an iPhone. So that's what this picture is. I'm lining up the second red perspective bar now along that red axis up there, the top of the drawers. And the last green I'll place on the back edge, or the right edge of the top, corner to corner. Now notice the blue axis is lined up very well with that leg, that front left leg. So looked like I'm ready to start modeling now. I've clicked on the space to remove the perspective bars, and I want to resize the model. Right now that's showing a dimension over 68 inches. I want it to be 41.5. The magazine does give me some dimensions that I can use then to resize the picture. So I'm ready to model now, and I'll start with this front leg. With the line tool, I'm just creating a face of this leg. It's showing 1 3/8 dimension, and that's a square dimension, so I can just pull back 1 3/8 to create the leg. And when I'm doing these trace overs, I make groups. I don't make components at this stage. That later I'll make these all genuine components. Move a copy over there to the dimension that I set for the spacing of the legs, and I can also push a copy of that group back to start the modeling of the back leg, which is longer. It's the same square dimension, but it's taller. So I need to edit that group and use the push-pull tool to push it up to that place where go right up to the top, right there. So I've got, let's see what I've got now. I'll just go out here in space and orbit a little bit. The picture goes away and I can see the modeling so far. It's in X-ray, changing it now to just the regular, and I've got the 3 legs spaced. Looks pretty good. So I'll go back to the edit the match photo, but actually I don't want to edit the photo and with all these perspective things, so I need to click outside to remove those. And I'd like to locate this lower shelf. So I'm on the back edge of the leg, and it's a 3/4 inch. So I'll type 3/4, come over here and make that little face of the shelf, make it a group, and push pull it back to the back edge. It should go back to the back edge of the leg. And I'll stop that, push pull, and it's not to the back edge, it's to the inner edge, I'm sorry. And now I would like to locate and shape this front apron, which has a cove shape, and I know there's an indentation. The pieces aren't flush, so that apron is not flush, so I'm drawing a guideline 1/4 inch back on the leg, and I'll draw a rectangle first before shaping this apron. So I stop that on the face of the leg and come up to the size of that apron. Got a rectangular face. I'll go ahead and make that a group. So it's set back 1/4 inch from the front face of the leg. Now I've got the arc tool to draw this arc, and I've got the apron. I would like to get this back piece in position and shaped, so I'll draw a rectangle back here. Again, there's a setback of 1/4 inch on the face of that leg. I drew a rectangle. Now I'll go ahead and complete the sloping shape and drop that out, make that a group. Since this is symmetrical, I'll just do half of it. The main thing here is to get the position of these pieces and get the shapes of these pieces. Then I can do the detailing of all the components and the joinery. This is what it looks like now with the shelf and the apron, and that back piece looks all to be in proper position. There's some more pieces that I would like to get located and shaped. For example, this drawer size. So I'll pick the line tool. Again, the drawer is set back 1/4 inch, and it will be flush with that apron. So I'm just tracing over the boundary of the drawer front. And I'll make that a group. I haven't done anything about the top here. So let me figure out this top. I'm going to draw a line from the center of that back piece along the top edge of the front, right out to the front edge of the top, and then come over, and where the corner is in the picture, I'll trace over a 3/4 inch top and make that a group. Let's see if that top overhangs like it should overhang. It looks, yes, it's overhanging in the front, it's overhanging in the end, and I can push pull that back. Let's see, it should go, actually Yeah, yeah. So it'll go all the way back to the back edge of the leg, but everything looks in good position here. Oh, I forgot the skirts and the stretcher on the side here. I'd like to get those sizes and those positioned. Turn on X-ray so I can see the trace over better. And again, there's an inset offset here. There's a 1/4 of an inch indentation for that side and the lower stretcher. Both of those will. So I'm drawing a guideline 1/4 of an inch off the back edge, and then I can draw the shape. Now this will be on the green axis, so I'm going to tap the left arrow key, and when it touches that surface, that's where I want it to stop. Come up, and that apron or that side piece should be right up to the top edge of the leg, and then come down, complete the square. There's the surface, make group, and edit the component and give it a 3/4 inch thickness. Close the group, and the lower, oh, let me just look if that looks perfect. It's right in the place it should be, the right size. Of course, there's all the detailing that needs to be done, and that includes the joinery, and I've shown the final model up there in the upper right hand corner.